Hello again, amazing English learners, and a very warm welcome back to English in Advance. I'm Jennifer, your guide on this exciting, life changing journey, and it's truly great to have you joining me for day 6 of our wonderful 7 Days to Confident Speak English Fluently challenge. Can you believe we've already reached this important moment, standing ready for the big finish with just one more day, day 7, to complete our shared goal for clear and confident English speaking? You have come such a long way with me, haven't you? Let's take a quick moment to think about all the great progress you've made, because every step has been important, every day a key part of your growing skill. Think back for a moment to where we started just a few days ago. On day 1, we began by preparing your mind, focusing hard on changing the way you think to truly feel good about speaking English, letting go of any old worries or fears that might have stopped you. That was the first big change, the important inner work that made everything else possible. On day 2, we bravely went out into the world, building good new habits by learning to look at your daily life in English, training your eyes, your ears, and your inner voice to see and name things in English. This turned simply watching into active learning. Then, on day 3, we took a big jump, finding the truly freeing power of thinking directly in English. This helped us stop that slow and tiring mental translation that often gets in our way, letting your thoughts flow freely and naturally in the language you want to speak well. Just 2 days ago, on day 4, we bravely started the very important practice of daily English conversation, giving all those thoughts and new English ideas real, honest voice. We learned simple ways to quiet that little bit of fear, to make the critical voice inside you quiet, and to build an exciting, real-time ability to speak easily and quickly, putting your voice to work, feeling the joy of truly speaking. And on day 5, which was yesterday, we found the very best way to build your active vocabulary, bringing into your grasp those exact, useful verbs for everyday situations, from the busy kitchen to the busy office, and for describing all kinds of feelings. We learned not just to know words, but to truly use them, making them active, ready tools in your mind, ready for you to use right away. Each day with clear purpose and hard work, you are adding a very important, necessary piece to your own fluency puzzle, carefully putting together a complete and strong picture of confident, clear communication. You are getting closer, truly closer, to your goal of speaking English with amazing ease and confidence by the very end of this week. This goal is no longer a faraway dream, but is now clear, right there within your reach. Now, as we stand here firmly on day 6, very close to finishing this amazing 7-day challenge, we're going to put everything you've learned, everything you've practiced, to the final test. We are going to make your skills even better and brighter, getting you ready for the full, easy, and truly natural feeling of speaking English well. You now have the right way of thinking, better observation skills, the ability to think directly in English, the good habit of speaking every day, and a growing, usable vocabulary. But what happens if your words, even if they are the perfect ones, come out slowly, with clear effort, or if you stop too much, with noticeable pauses, even with all that valuable knowledge in your mind? That's exactly where today's very important focus comes in, getting you perfectly ready for the confident, smooth, and natural talks that truly show you are fluent and that are waiting for you tomorrow on day 7. Day 6 is your special English Fluency Challenge, where we focus on bringing together two super important things: Speed and accuracy in your spoken English. We are not talking about rushing your words without thinking just to say something fast, only to find it confusing or wrong. And we are not talking about speaking perfectly with great grammar and sound, but so slowly with such long pauses that talking feels stiff, unnatural, and tiring for everyone. Oh no, we are aiming for that perfect spot, that natural rhythm where your words flow smoothly, quickly, and exactly right, showing your deepest thoughts, your true feelings, and your clear ideas with amazing ease. This good mix of speaking with both speed and accuracy is the very clear sign of true fluency, the sign that you are truly comfortable and good at speaking a language. It is the special skill, the careful art that we will make better and put into practice today to make sure you are not just ready, but truly strong, confident, and able for the big finish of your language change tomorrow on day 7. Why speed and accuracy are essential for your 7-day fluency goal. The simple truth is that speaking English truly well isn't just about knowing many words or even about being able to make correct sentences in your mind after a moment of careful thought. No, the real magic, the true heart of speaking well, is about being able to use all that you know, all those words, all those grammar rules, all those phrases quickly and correctly right when you need to, during the fast, often surprising flow of a natural, sudden conversation. Imagine for a moment playing a beautiful song on a piano. If you play every note perfectly, hitting all the right keys, but you play it very slowly, with long, awkward stops between each note, the music loses its tune, its rhythm, its very soul. It might be technically right, every note in its place, but it's not nice to listen to. It's not natural. It's certainly not beautiful music. In the same way, if you speak English very correctly, with perfect grammar and sound, but very slowly, with frustratingly long, clear pauses between words or sentences, your message might be understood in the end, but the talk will feel hard, not natural, broken, and perhaps even quite tiring for both you and the person listening. That feeling of smooth flow, that easy back and forth, that natural dance of ideas just won't be there. It's like a car always stopping and starting, even if each stop and start is perfect. On the other hand, if you speak English very quickly just to get words out, rushing without careful thought, but you make many mistakes in grammar, choose the wrong words, or say things unclearly, your message might become confusing, hard to understand, or even completely wrong. You might lose the person listening or accidentally say something you didn't mean, leading to frustration for everyone. This is exactly why speed and accuracy are not separate goals, and they are certainly not fighting each other. No, they are like two strong wings of a great bird working perfectly together in perfect balance, in perfect step to make true soaring fluency. They are the perfect pair that makes your English truly shine, helping you to say what you mean easily, clearly, and strongly. And making these two very important parts work well together to become second nature is our main goal for this 7-day challenge, bringing you closer than ever to truly knowing and using the English language well. When you get this delicate yet very strong balance between speed and accuracy, right? Many amazing and truly life changing things begin to happen in your talking. First, your conversations become much more natural and interesting. You'll find a new way to answer quickly, almost without thinking, keeping the talk alive and bright, just like native speakers do. There will be fewer awkward silences while your mind quickly searches for the right word or tries to make a sentence. That common, uncomfortable feeling of being stuck will slowly, wonderfully go away. replaced by a freeing feeling of smooth movement. Second, your own confidence will go up even more than before during this week. When you know deep down in your core that you can speak both quickly and correctly without struggling or stumbling, without that inner voice stopping you, you'll feel much more strong, more ready, more brave to join conversations, to bravely share your unique ideas, and to show your true self without the lasting fear of getting stuck, making too many mistakes, or being misunderstood. This greatly lowers that frustrating stopping and worrying too much about yourself that we talked about earlier in the week, replacing it with a happy, exciting feeling of being able. Third, and this is truly wonderful to see and feel, you will start to sound more natural and real. This is not about losing your own special way of speaking or your nice sound from your first language or trying to sound exactly like a native speaker from one place. Instead, it's about speaking English with a rhythm, a speed, and an ease that feels good and clear to anyone listening, no matter where they are from. It lets your true thoughts, your real reasons, and your rich personality come through easily without being hidden by stiff, slow, or hard speech. This natural way of speaking, learned and grown, is a very important, maybe the last clear step towards the full fluency we promised you by the end of day 7, making you a truly confident, interesting, and good English speaker. Our main idea today is not, I repeat strongly, not just about rushing your words simply to speak fast. That's a common misunderstanding that can lead to more mistakes. Instead, it's about getting easy flow, a state where your words and sentences come to you and out of your mouth naturally, almost without you even thinking about them, much like walking or breathing. This is about building what we call automatic movement, which simply means making it easier for your mind to connect ideas from your first language, or slowly looking for single words, or carefully building sentences piece by piece. It's about making your brain automatically and almost instantly connect your thoughts to the right English words and phrases quickly and correctly. We'll get this very important balance by practicing smart, direct ways that build both speed and accuracy at the same time, together and in harmony. Because in the fast moving reality of real conversation, they are always connected, always working together as one smooth motion. Powerful strategies for combining speed and accuracy in your speaking. Now, let's look at some strong, practical ways that show this idea of balanced speed and accuracy. These are the steps you can take today that will help you easily put together the ability to speak quickly with the exactness of correct language, truly getting you ready for fluent talks and for your amazing wins on day 7. These are not just ideas, these are real tools for your language learning. Our first strategy, a strong basic one that builds directly on your speaking practice from day 4, is focused repetition with a clear purpose. This is not just repeating something without thinking, like a parrot simply copying sounds. It's about repeating phrases and sentences with a very clear, planned goal to make your speaking faster and smoother, all while carefully making sure your words stay super clear and grammatically correct. Think of it again like an athlete training a special muscle group or a musician practicing a hard part of a song. The more you do a movement or a musical line correctly and regularly with thought and awareness, the faster, stronger, and more easily your body or fingers can do it without having to think hard. To truly master this, pick simple sentences or very common phrases that you use often in your daily life. Maybe phrases that often come to your mind as you think in English. or even some of the new active words and verbs we learned yesterday on day 5. Choose a sentence like, I need to get some groceries, or I'm going to grab a quick coffee, or it was a truly interesting talk. Start by saying these sentences or phrases very slowly and very clearly, making sure every single word is said well and every sound is separate. Feel the shape your mouth makes, listen to the sounds. Then slowly, step by step, a little at a time, make your speed faster. Try to say the same sentence a few times, maybe 5 or 10 times in a row, each time a tiny bit faster, but always, always focusing hard on keeping your words understandable and grammatically correct. For example, if you choose the sentence, I need to get some groceries, first say it slowly. I need to get some groceries. Pay attention to each sound, each part of the word. Then try it a bit faster, connecting the words more smoothly. I need to get some groceries. Feel the flow starting. Feel the words joining. Then even faster, aiming for natural, quick speaking as if you were truly saying it in a real conversation. I need to get some groceries. Notice how your mouth and brain get used to connecting the words more smoothly, getting rid of any tiny stops that might happen between words. Remember that amazing voice typing tool from day 4 where you practice speaking out loud? It's absolutely perfect for this exercise. Use it to say these phrases out loud. If the tool understands you clearly even when you say it faster, it's a great instant sign that you are doing well and that your words are becoming clearer and easier to understand, even when you speak faster. This focused repeating builds and makes stronger the key brain connections that let your thoughts turn into spoken English more quickly and correctly with much less hard work. It's making your speech automatic, which is the very heart of what fluent speakers do. Our second super good strategy, made to build correctness in your sudden speaking while also strongly lowering those moments of stopping or silent pauses that can break your flow, is thought to speech drills. This method helps you make a direct, quick, and strong connection between your raw thoughts and the clear English words you speak, bravely skipping the slow, often frustrating and tiring step of translating from your first language. It's like building a fast, direct line between your thinking brain and your speaking mouth where ideas flow easily into clear English words. Here are 2 strong ways to practice this very important skill. First, describe what you see around you right now. Look around you right now, wherever you are sitting or standing, without planning your words. Pick any object you see, maybe a simple cup you're drinking from, a familiar book on your shelf, a window looking out, or even a piece of furniture like a chair or a lamp. Then, without stopping for long, speak out loud for 30 to 60 seconds, always describing that object and everything else you see around it. Don't worry about speaking perfectly or having perfectly neat, fancy sentences. The main, very important goal is to keep talking all the time without stopping, even if you briefly lose your thought, or if you have to look for a word for a very short moment. Just keep the English flowing forward. For example, if you see a cup on your desk, you might start by saying, "This cup is white. It has a round handle. It is sitting on a wooden table. The table is brown and feels smooth to touch. There is a book next to the cup. It has a blue cover with a picture of mountains, and I can tell it has many pages. Probably a long story. The light from the window is shining on them, making the dust shine." Try to use clear words, perhaps some of the new verbs you learned yesterday on day 5, to make your descriptions more exact and lively, adding more color to your speech. The second way to do thought-to-speech drills is to talk about your actions. Choose a small, simple, everyday task that you are about to do. something normal, something you do without much thinking in your first language. This could be anything from making a cup of tea or coffee, to sending a short email, to watering a plant, or even just cleaning a small part of your room or putting things in a drawer. As you do each tiny step of that task silently to yourself or softly out loud, describe each action in English. I pick up the kettle, I fill it with water from the tap. I put it carefully on the stove. I turn on the burner and I can hear the water starting to get hot with a soft sound. Now I get a cup from the cupboard. I put a tea bag inside it. Then, after doing it slowly and carefully a few times, try to talk about it a bit faster, keeping it clear and correct. This practice directly trains your brain to find the English words for common actions right away, without stopping, building strong, direct links between an action and its English word. It's okay to have small, natural stops while you think for a tiny bit, but always focus on what you are saying and keeping the English language moving forward, keeping that important flow. This drill is about making your inner thoughts directly, almost automatically, become spoken English, greatly making both your speed and your accuracy better. And our third and maybe most powerful way to put together both speed and accuracy, truly getting you ready for real life fluent English conversation, is structured, impromptu speaking. This method challenges you to speak suddenly without planning on a random topic for a set amount of time. This makes your brain quickly gather thoughts and use exact language under a gentle, self-made pressure. It's like a small test, a short, quick race that perfectly gets you ready for real talks where you don't have a script, where you have to think fast. To do this, you can use simple ideas to talk about. You can even find many online or just think of one yourself. Maybe something inspired by what you saw on day 2 or a feeling you want to describe. For example, give yourself an idea like, talk about your favorite season for 1 minute, or describe your perfect day from beginning to end for 90 seconds, or talk about a memorable game from when you were a child for 2 minutes. Set a timer for the time you picked and just start talking. Don't stop until the timer goes off. Even if you briefly forget what you were saying or have to fix a mistake or even make a small error. The main point here is not perfect speech, but continuous, meaningful talking. Focus on making clear, complete sentences, even if they are simple ones. Try to use many different words, perhaps using some of those new verbs from day 5, to make your descriptions richer and more interesting. The more you do this, the faster your brain will become at putting your thoughts directly into English sentences, and the more correctly you'll be able to choose the right words without a long search or stopping. Just like with our other exercises, and especially good for this one, recording yourself during these sudden speaking times can be super helpful. Listen back carefully and notice where you stopped, where you spoke quickly and clearly, and where you might want to choose a different word or phrase next time. This way of checking yourself, this act of listening to yourself with a smart but kind ear, is a strong tool for making your fluency faster during this challenge, giving you clear, undeniable feedback on your progress and areas to make even better in the future. Your Day 6 task, the Fluent 5 Challenge, powering up for Day 7. And now, my determined and increasingly confident learners, for your clear, brave, and very strong action plan that brings all of today's learning together into a real, very rewarding practice. This is where we bring our focus on speed and accuracy into sharp, clear view, making it a strong final push before your ultimate fluency test on Day 7. Your main, most important task for today is called the Fluent 5 Challenge. This challenge has two connected parts, made to make your speaking abilities super strong and truly get you ready for easy, natural talking. First, I want you to choose 5 short, common sentences or phrases that you use often, almost without thinking, in your native language every single day. Think of those short, everyday sayings or simple statements that you say easily, that just come out. Examples could be, I'm going to the store now, or what do you think about that? Zrania, or it was a really busy day, or can I help you with that? Component placement, or I'll be there in 5 minutes, or that sounds like a good idea. Once you have carefully chosen your 5 sentences, your task is to practice saying each of them in English 10 times each. As you repeat them, focus very hard, with purpose, on saying them faster and more naturally each time, trying for a smooth, connected, easy flow, but very importantly, without losing any correctness or clarity. This means making sure all the words are clear, said well, and grammatically right, even as you go faster and aim for that smooth way of speaking. This practice will literally train your mouth and your brain to say these common phrases with automatic speed and clear correctness, getting rid of any mental block and making them ready to remember right away. Second, for the next part of the Fluent 5 challenge, I want you to choose one small, simple, everyday activity that you are about to do. This could be anything from making a cup of tea or coffee, to sending a short email, to watering a plant, or even just cleaning a small part of your room, or organizing a drawer, or washing a few dishes. Your task is to talk about this whole activity out loud in English for a continuous 2 minutes. As you do each step of the activity, describe it as it happens, focusing hard on continuous talking and correct descriptions. Try to use any important words you learned yesterday on day 5, especially those strong verbs for actions, to make your speaking exact, lively, and interesting. The goal here is to keep a good, steady speed, letting your words flow freely, easily, but without rushing so much that you make many mistakes or become unclear in your talking. This part of the challenge helps you put together speed and correctness in a real, everyday situation, actively getting you ready for the fast, unplanned talks and real connections of day 7. The unstoppable power of speed and accuracy on your 7-day path to fluency. Congratulations, truly, on bravely completing day 6 of our challenge. You are not just learning English, you are actively making your ability to talk better and stronger with both great speed and clear correctness, which is a real, undeniable sign of true fluency. This strong focus on putting together how quickly you speak with how correctly you speak by using smart repeating, insightful thought to speech practices, and challenging sudden speaking is a very important, necessary key to finding real, easy fluency. This is, without a doubt, the best way to make your speaking both fast and clear, which is exactly what our 7-day challenge promises you. By always using these strong, smart ways, you will surely start to see a very clear and faster change in your own personal confidence, in how exactly you say what you mean, and in the overall richness, naturalness, and interesting quality of your spoken English. You are changing your way of talking in ways you might not have thought possible just a few days ago. The many good things from this hard work will steadily grow, like a snowball getting bigger as it rolls down a hill, greatly helping you to feel even more comfortable, more truly yourself, more completely at ease when speaking English. These deep good things are all leading you surely and directly towards the full fluency we see and are actively reaching. By day 7, less stopping and much smoother speaking. You will feel a big change as your words flow more easily and naturally. Getting rid of those awkward pauses and making your speaking have a rhythm that feels naturally right and easy. More confidence in real time talking. You'll feel a strong sense of being able, feeling more ready and eager to jump into talks, knowing deep down that you can keep up with the speed and say what you mean clearly and well without fear or doubt. Sounding more natural and real, your English will feel more a part of who you are, less forced, less like you studied it, letting your unique personality and real thoughts shine through, making you a better and more interesting talker, truly yourself in English. Complete preparation for Day 7's Ultimate Fluency Challenge. All these amazing skills you've worked hard to build and make better over the past 6 days. Your new way of thinking, your better looking skills, your fluent thinking, your steady speaking practice, your bigger active vocabulary, and now your impressive speed and correctness are all coming together, reaching their best. You are fully ready, perfectly prepared to talk with great ease and confidence, no longer just learning, but truly living the language. You are truly actively shaping your language future one strong, hardworking day at a time. You are building a strong, lively, and super flexible bridge between your clear English thoughts and your clear, well spoken words. This bridge is specially made for real connection and deep self expression. The more easily and correctly you can use your words, the more naturally, automatically, and beautifully you can show the deep parts of your mind and heart. This is the main point of speaking English well and with confidence, and you are reaching it day by day, moment by moment, through this amazing challenge. Now, as we look ahead, get ready for the biggest finish of all. Tomorrow, on day 7, we will bring everything full circle, tying all the parts of your learning into a wonderful picture of fluency. We will take all the amazing skills you've mastered this week, your new way of thinking, your better looking skills, your fluent thinking, your steady speaking practice, your bigger active vocabulary, and now your impressive speed and correctness, and put them into action for ultimate, confident, and truly natural conversations. This is the day where you will truly see and feel the amazing change you've made, where all your hard work ends in easy, happy fluency. You have come so far, showing such hard work and bravery, and the most exciting part, the moment you truly feel fluent, is just around the corner. Remember your strong promise to this 7 day journey. Every single step, every single practice has been carefully made to lead you directly to deep, lasting fluency. Do not miss tomorrow's grand ending. It is the reward for all your effort. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you found it truly helpful and inspiring. Share it widely with your fellow English learners who are also on their journey. And of course, please subscribe to English in Advance so you absolutely don't miss day 7, the finish line of everything you've worked for, the day you officially become a confident English speaker. Your support helps us reach more learners like you, helping them on their own amazing paths to fluency. In the comments section below, I'd truly love to hear about your Fluent 5 challenge experience. How did it feel to push for both speed and correctness? Did you feel your speed get better in a clear way? Did your correctness stay strong even as you spoke faster? Share your thoughts and experiences. I always enjoy reading them, learning from your unique journeys, and cheering you on in your amazing progress. Thank you very much for joining me on day 6. Keep practicing, keep growing, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for day 7. You are doing great, and you are truly, truly almost there.